Moody Farms, State Farm Agent Terry Elliston, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial Agents Jim Blue and Mark Gladding, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram's Waste Disposal, The Skating Rink with CJ and Mary Jo Becker, North American Lighting, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Templeton Funeral Home, and White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning. And our affiliate sponsors, Steve and Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine Family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Winans Farms Mark and Holly Winans, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Step Farms and Excavation. The skating rink at CJ and Mary Jo Becker
in Paris.
North American Lighting, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Templeton Funeral Home, and White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning. And our affiliate sponsors, Steve and Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine Family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Winans Farms, Mark and Holly Winans, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Step Farms and Excavation. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by Cornerstone Building Brands, Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions with Chip and Bethany Keys, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, State Farm Agent Terry Elliston, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial Agents Jim Blue and Mark Gladding, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram's Waste Disposal, The Skating Rink with CJ and Mary Jo Becker. North American Lighting, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Templeton Funeral Home, and White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning. And our affiliate sponsors, Steve and Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine Family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Winans Farms, Mark and Holly Winans, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Step Farms and Excavation.
Good evening. Welcome to the Para Sports Network. Back here at Ernie Evelyn Gym for another night of girls basketball. Your Paris Tigers taking on the Braves of Terre Haute South. I'm Clay Best alongside BJ Pheasant. Starting lineups being announced. Hopefully you're able to hear the impromptu national anthem being sung by the crowd here at Ernie Evelyn Gym. And able to get that over the speakers like normal. So a few hundred here in attendance joined in the effort. Starters for Terre Haute South tonight are Catherine Sarver, Gracie Adamson, Presley White, Brenna Ireland, and Indiana Nichols. Terre Haute South coming into this contest with a 5-10 record. Set to go against your Tigers. Tigers at 16-1 after the win over Mount Zion here at Ernie Evelyn earlier this week, with the same starting five as they ran out last handful of games. Terre Haute South on the board first. Trinity Tingley runs point for Paris. Has Kendra Young, Caitlin Combs, Bimming Hawkins, and Gracie Watson on the court with her. Here's Watson, short corner. Kick out Combs, three on the way, no good. Rebounded by South for a second, but lost it into the hands of Combs and a foul called.
Clay, I was a little disappointed that you didn't lead that national anthem for us there. I thought for sure you'd just step up.
I know. I'll blame it on the technical things we're trying to figure out up here. Otherwise, BJ, you know I'd have been first.
Well, we were distracted. I'll give you that.
We were distracted. Combs had it, gave it to Young. Great skip pass from Young, finding Watson, who drills the three. We'll keep an eye on the camera for you. Know that it was freezing throughout the second half of that JV game that the Tigers pulled away from the Braves in. So be sure to reset that camera if it happens again throughout this varsity contest. Brave turnover gives it back to the Tigers with a 1-point lead and the ball. Skip pass from Combs to Tingley. Three right wing, got it. Minute in, Tigers lead 6-2. Here's a pass to the free throw line. Nichols gives it back to Sarver. South dribbles around the perimeter, near side right wing. Sarver, a freshman for this Terre Haute squad, dribbles with her left hand. Hands it off to Ireland. Passes right. Three on the way is good as it rattles around and through for Nichols. And it's 6-5. Nichols, a junior for the Braves. Here's Watson's three, no good from the left wing. Rebounded by White. Presley White, a junior. Shot thrown up off the backboard, rebounded by Hawkins. Deming will get across half court. Passes backwards to Watson. Tingley, Young, DeCombs in the corner. A three. No good. Watson chased down the rebound. Gracie was in excellent position, weak side. With the rim sent into the lane. She chased it down anyway. Tigers a second chance. Combs to Tingley in the corner. Watson looks down low. Hawkins comes up to the elbow. Pass goes to the right. Combs far side. Young runs baseline. Open on the short corner. Catches the pass. Quickly gives to Hawkins, who finishes for two.
Just the way they drew that one up in practice.
Kendra knew right where she was going with it. Picks up the assist. It's a three-point lead and a steal for Young.
Hawkins knew right where to be.
Kendra had it poked loose. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Paris.
Got a sub coming in for Terre Haute, number 30, Killinger. She's going to come in and replace Nichols.
Inbound pass. Finds Combs. Left side, here's Watson. Now Tingley, who dribbles out towards the midcourt logo to set things up. Passes left side Watson. Now Combs. Back to Watson. She'll fire a three. Got another one. (11-5) Tiger lead. Combs closes out on the pass at the midcourt stripe for Terre Haute South. Then Young had a steal. Up ahead, deflected, intended for Tingley. Turnover for the Tigers. Back the other way comes South. Sarver had it. Now gets it back. Stands at the volleyball line. Terre Haute South works out top. Sarver had it, passed into the lane, and then the next pass was deflected, stolen away. Here comes Deming Hawkins. Hawkins kick out Young, up top Tingley, right side. Watson fires another three. No good this time. Back iron, a long rebound, chased down by Terre Haute South. Pass up ahead. Ireland traveled with it. They get her for it, and the other way will go.
That's 5 turnovers for South. Just one for the Tigers so far.
Two freshmen in the starting lineup for Terre Haute South. Sarver, heard her name mentioned a handful of times already, scored 10 points in a contest against South Vermillion earlier this year. Also had 5 rebounds and 4 assists in that game. Hawkins in the Tiger offense had it poked loose on her way to the basket, taken away by Terre Haute South. Deep on the right wing, Killinger had it. Now gets it down the right side of the lane, lost out of bounds, off of her foot, turnover South.
Looks like Tingley and is it Wilson taking a seat for the Tigers.
Clark and Moore check in. Here is Vivian Moore, right wing. Combs the volleyball line. Back to Moore. Vivian watches Clark cut through the lane. Now here's Young deep in the left wing. She'll fire a three. Left it just short. Rebounded by South. Crossed half court. Clark poked it loose. Hawkins came out of there with it. Up ahead to Combs. Shot fake now elevates. Can't finish. Back the other way comes South. Crossed half court. Pass to the right side intended for Ireland. Stole away by Young. Long pass. Combs has to chase it down. Saves it. There's Moore with it. Bounce pass to Clark. Down low Combs. Again has to make a save before it goes out of bounds. Dribbles towards the perimeter. Gave it to Clark. Now Moore.
They got the right idea on some of these passes. They're just a little strong. A little pumped up, some adrenaline going, I don't know.
We've been back and forth so far through these first 6 minutes. Young had it. Now here's Moore. She'll try to drive baseline. Nowhere to go. She backs it out. Up top, Clark. Right side, Moore. Clark again. Here's Combs down low to Young. One dribble. Kick out Moore. Three on the way. Right wing. No good. Young skies for the rebound, and they call her for an over the back.
Yep, she was just out of position there. She was behind her. A few more subs coming in for the Tigers. Peyton Smith was one. I think Watson checked back in. And Tingley.
Another good game from Peyton Smith in the JV contest. She grabs that defensive rebound and gave it to Tingley. Left side, Clark. Now Tingley to Watson. In the corner, Moore. Smith works down low. Here's Tingley at the volleyball line. Watson cut through. Now a three from Clark. Won't roll around and in. Rebounded by South. Sarver called for a carry.
I got to side with the Terre Haute fans on that one. I think Paris got a piece of it. I think she reached in and deflected it a little bit. I think she was just trying to control the deflection, but her hand did get under the ball.
Coach Colberry in his second season at the head of Terre Haute South. Had a few words for the official or questions, remarks on his way back down the court. Here's a three from Tingley, straight away, straight through.
Tigers have made 5 baskets tonight, 4 of them 3-pointers.
14-5, half a minute to play first quarter. Clark steal up ahead to Moore. Waits for the defender to blow by. Went to the opposite side of the lane, finished off the glass, plus the foul. Moore's free throw makes it 17-5. 28 seconds left. South against the full court pressure from the Tigers. Sarver crossed half court. Bounce pass, now a skip pass. Three on the way is an air ball from White. It will stay with South. White has been known for throwing up a healthy amount of three-pointers this year. In that game against South Vermillion that mentioned earlier, she shot the ball 11 times. 8 of those were beyond the arc.
Good job there by Caitlin Combs to tie that up. Tigers get the jump ball. Another turnover for the Braves.
Watson across half court, gave it to Combs. Back to Watson, a long three, no good. Rebounded by South. 1 second left. Young poked it loose. Combs had it, looking for Hawkins down low, but not enough time for the Tigers. We'll head to the second quarter. Paris leads 17-5 over Terre Haute South. We'll be back on the Paris Sports Network.
North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
17-5, Tigers lead after the first quarter. Another 8 minutes come and go, BJ, and
been all Tigers so far.
Like always, Tigers out to a big advantage.
17 points, that's great in the first quarter. We're not lighting it up shooting the ball so far. We have hit 4 3-pointers, but we've shot 12, so 30% or so. That's not world beating.
South starts with possession and another turnover. Right into the hands of Caitlin Combs. Senior guard brings it up, gave it to Young, got it back. Skip Patson, 3, no good. This one is rebounded by South. Out top with it now is English Malone. She passed to the left side. Nichols has it, guarded by Hawkins. She gets rid of it, finds Adamson. Pass to the left. A drive around the Tiger defense. It's going to pick up a foul on the way.
That's going to go on Deming Hawkins. They're going to get her for blocking. Trying to slide with her, just kind of got that hip in front of her there. That'd be her first and the team's second.
Inbound pass from the far side goes to English Malone. Combs guards her. Pass to the left side, now right. Presley White as South goes through their offense. Cassell with it, guarded by Watson. Pass to the left side. Now Tingley plays defense beyond the volleyball line. Count is on. Got to get rid of it. Does. Then poked loose. Stolen. 2. Combs is going to snow on the floor. They're going to call a foul on South. Is that right?
That they are. Terre Haute fans are not going to be happy with that one. They're wanting Paris for pushing there as she kind of lowered her shoulder into her, and the Terre Haute girl ended up all the way against the wall.
Yeah, I guess that's my first thought was they were calling a foul against the South, and then I was against South, and I was worried they're going to call an offensive foul on Combs. Well, they actually call it on South, but it's on the floor. So inbound play that we're so used to seeing doesn't result in 2 points. Young got a clean look, just a bit too strong, rebounded by South. English Malone picked up her dribble. Has to get rid of it and does. Finds White. Presley White picked up her dribble. Fires towards Nichols. Top of the key. Now Sarver. Sarver around Combs. Stopped by Young. Picks up her dribble. Passes backwards to Nichols. Sarver again on the left side of the lane. Nice move to get around Watson. Put a shot up hard off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Young. Here's Tingley. Step into a 3 on one dribble. No good. Left it short. Rebound off the hand of Hawkins into the hands of Indiana Nichols. Sarver across half court for South. To the right wing. Into the corner. Nichols fires another 3 and hit it.
That's her second one of the night. She's got 6 points.
South, the first team to score here in the second. Watson on the far side. Young up top to Tingley. Hawkins down low, wide open. Kendra Young, one dribble. Still no Brave, closes in on her, and she finishes for 2. English Malone had it. Gave it to Sarver. She dribbles against Combs. Lucky to get a pass through, but a turnover nonetheless as that one sails out of bounds.
Kendra was so wide open on that last basket, she made it look easy. I bet I could have missed that. Nobody around.
You're too wide open.
She even had time to stop, dribble, turn to the basket.
Yep.
I mean, she didn't rush, and she easily could have in that position.
Yep, you're right.
So a 30-second timeout, so I guess we'll go ahead and keep this one right here. And this one will be brought to us by, who do we want this one to be? How about Ingram's Waste Disposal? Gotta love Ingram's Waste.
Picked up my trash today. Appreciate it.
Me too. I got a call from them today, actually.
Yeah?
They called me at work. My wife will love this. Apparently, she went to pay the water bill today, and she dropped off the Ingram's bill with the City of Paris check.
Yep.
They didn't care for that. And then she went to the city and gave them the Ingram's check with the water bill. Yeah. So I got a call from Ingram's today. They were great. Mary gave me a ring. Talked to Mary up there. They're good folks.
Yeah, I sealed both of those bills up kind of the same envelope so I can see myself, or same type of way. I can see myself easily doing that at some point.
They're about the same size and shape. It's easy to do. Apparently it happens all the time, they said. Oh, a turnover for the Tigers. Only our second or third of the night.
Back the other way comes South. English Malone with it. She floats one up from the lane and banked it in. Nine-point lead for the Tigers. Just about halfway through this second quarter. Tingley catches a pass from Clark. Now back to Taylor. Free throw line, Young. Young kept the ball high away from defenders. Gave it to Tingley. A three, no good. There's Clark with the rebound. Put back, good. And a timeout called by Coach Tingley this time. A 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one with him. Be back here on the Parasports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
(21-10), 4:15 left out of the timeout. South has possession. Out top on the right wing. Moore guards there. Working at the elbow was Ireland. Nichols has it now. Nichols double teamed by Clark and Young. Gets him in the lane, gets a shot away and hits it. (21-12). Moore gives to Tingley. Back to Moore, right wing. Her and Tingley play catch a couple more times. Combs in the corner, finds Young. Young looking for a cutter. Moore was shut off. Young had it back, gave it to Clark. One dribble. Shot no good, rebounded by South.
Had a highlight reel written on it if that had gone in.
Clark used some English on it, couldn't finish. Back the other way, I think Young got a piece of it. Blocked it, pulled it down, gave it to Tingley. Right side Clark, into the corner Combs. To Clark. Combs, and a warning is going to be called on the Terre Haute South bench. That time, Coach Berry wanted a foul called on the other end on Young's block attempt. We wait for a sub for South. As Gracie Adamson checks back in. Now we're ready for play. Young gave it to Combs. Young in the corner. Combs with it. Under 3 minutes to play before halftime. Young to Combs. Hawkins at the free throw line. Dribble from Deming. Kick out Young. Three, no good. Watson had a hand on the rebound. Unable to secure it. Back the other way comes English Malone. Down the lane. Right-handed layup, no good. Combs with the board. Combs across half court. Up against four Braves. She'll settle things down over in the corner. Gave it to Tingley. Lob pass Hawkins, kick out Combs. Tingley top of the key. Hawkins, now Watson. Young has position down low, not a clear passing lane for Gracie. Trinity will try to fire one in there and unable to. Turnover Tigers. Combs plays defense on Sarver, and it's swatted away by Young on the layup attempt.
What if that hustle the last time for Combs? When you rebound a missed layup and you're the first one down the other end for the Tigers, that's how you play your way onto the floor.
South a drive and a block by Watson, but a foul called a second or two after it happened.
Didn't get much of her, but just enough there with that hand. And a lot of times you'll see that when they swat the ball away on a block is when you'll pick up that foul. You get the hand up there straight, you'll get the benefit of the doubt a little more. When you're swinging the hand.
Like swatting down instead of swatting up on a trying to poke it loose.
Sometimes it's a follow through.
Just the third foul on the Tigers. Both free throws go, makes it 21-14.
Both teams with 3 team fouls. The game's flown by so far with just the lack of fouls. Lots of turnovers, but they haven't stopped the clock.
Watson has it on the pass from Tingley. Back to Trinity in the corner, Young. Here's Combs working the baseline, caught the pass, gave it to Young. Cross court to Watson. Now Combs, she'll fire a long air ball but right into the hands of Kendra Young, who finishes through contact. She'll have a chance at a three-point play. No good from Kinder on the free throw, but Demi Hawkins an offensive rebound. Her putback won't go. Rebounded by South and cleared. Crossed half court with a full head of steam goes Ireland, and she's fouled.
I'll call that on Caitlin Combs. That'll be her first. She was trying to get the charge. Moved a little too much.
3 bounces off the rim for that free throw attempt. Falls out, no good. Ireland will have a second.
I can't quite see the number. Is that 33?
It is. Second free throw does go for Ireland. Makes it 23-15. Yeah, Ireland not a name that I saw in any of the box scores I was looking up from this South team, but the freshman has good size and good speed. Kind of surprised not to see her name in the scoring columns more.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Avery Castle. Hawking shooting 2.
First free throw is good, makes it 24-15. Nichols checks back in for South. Second, no good. Rebounded by English Malone. Nichols up top, Sarver. Guarded by Tingley. Nichols left side. 45 seconds on the clock. English Malone with it into the corner. Nichols gets a shot away. Quick release. No good this time. Some more jostling down low as Combs got out of the grasp of a Brave. Tingley, a long 3 just to the right of dead center. Missed it. Rebounded by Nichols of South. Deming had her hand on it. Nichols got rid of it to English Malone. Dribbles into the corner. Trap, double team. Hawkins and Combs. Now Watson on the deck, and a timeout called by Terre Haute South. It'll be a full timeout, I do believe, with 15 seconds left. We'll take it with them and be back to finish out this first half on the Para Sports Network.
The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris.
Out of the timeout, South is called for 5 seconds, unable to get the ball inbounded. So the Tigers have the chance at a last shot. 7 seconds left. Young drives in, spins around, shot up no good. A rebound by South and a foul called on Kendra.
That'll be her second. I'll leave him with just 4 seconds to go the full length.
Inbound pass goes to English Malone. Couple of crossover dribbles and heaves one from 3/4 court. Nowhere close. And we will head to the halftime with the Tigers leading 24-15 over Terre Haute South on the Paris Sports Network.
The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Terre Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there, providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Scott, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Homes would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
We're at halftime here on the Paris Sports Network at Ernie Evelyn Gym. Tigers lead Terre Haute South 24-15, a 9-point advantage for your Tigers. Not the typical lead, I guess we might be used to, but I don't know, unless Terre Haute South rattles off a handful of threes to get started here in the third quarter, I kind of feel confident and within the lead that the Tigers do have.
Well, I think the part of the confidence we have comes in the form of 15 turnovers there in the first half. My confidence right now is in our defense. They've been harassing Terre Haute throughout the first half. Our offense kind of went cold there in the second quarter. We scored 17 points in the first quarter. And that dissolved down to 5. They actually outscored us 10-5 in the second quarter, even though it didn't feel like it. We took more shots at the basket. They didn't fall. We've kind of been living and dying by the three-point shot tonight. Terre Haute's been in that zone. They've been camping out under the basket. They're not going to give us much underneath unless it's a breakdown of defense. We get one of those wide-open looks. And the way to soften that up is to hit some of those threes and force them either outside or into a man defense. And it didn't happen there in the second quarter. I'll run over the stats for you real quick. Leading the way forward, Terre Haute South is Nichols. She has 8 points, including a pair of threes, followed by Ireland with 5. And then it's English Malone with 2 points. They are 3 of 4 for 75% from the free throw line. Shooting from the floor, 3 of 10 for 30%, so not real great there. Three-pointers, though, they are 50% there. They've only taken 4, and they've hit 2 of those, compliments of Nichols. For the Lady Tigers, they are led in scoring at the break by Trinity Tingley with 6. Gracie Wilson with 6. Both of those got all 6 of their points in the first quarter. After that, it's Deming Hawkins with 3. Vivian Moore with 3. Taylor Clark and Kendra Young with 2 apiece. Tigers are 2 of 4, 50% from the free throw line, 36% shooting overall from the floor, and for three-point shots, 4 of 17 for 24%. We fired up a lot of three-pointers there. We've done a pretty good job rebounding. If you look at the overall shots on the basket, we've taken 28 shots to their 14. Take twice as many shots, you should have a fourth as many points at least if you make half your shots or so. But a lot of turnovers have turned into extra shots for us, but they're just not quite falling yet. I'd like to see us shooting closer to like 45% from the floor and maybe mid-30s or something from the three-point line. And if we do that, we'll be hitting 50 points tonight. So. Fouls aren't really a problem. The scoreboard said 5 apiece. I didn't have that many. So I could have missed a few fouls recording. I had us with 4 fouls and then with 3. You know what? No, that was a warning. That wasn't a foul earlier. That wasn't a technical.
Coach. Yep.
And the other they had a technical in the JV game, but that wasn't in this one. Sometimes you watch enough basketball, they all kind of run together. Tigers on the floor here, ready to go, waiting for the Lady Braves to take the floor.
Be the starting 5 for the Tigers. Starting 5 for the Braves. Paris to start with the ball. And that 9-point lead. Tingley gets the start up by passing right side Combs. Here's Combs right wing. Up top Tingley. Left side Watson. Hawkins. She'll take the jumper from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by South. Sarver across half court. Nichols runs around her. Now be on the volleyball line. Sarver still dribbles with it. Threw it off the arm of Caitlin Combs. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Braves. Inbound pass from the far side. Goes to Ireland. She has it. Now passes towards the corner. Up top Nichols. Nichols to Sarver. Left side Ireland. She'll take a jumper. No good. Rebounded by Watson after Hawkins had her hands on it. Here comes Watson. Gave it to Tingley. Left side Combs. Tingley to Watson. A 3 on the way is no good. Rebound goes to Young. Finds Deming Hawkins down low. Kick out top. Here's Watson. To the elbow now Combs. Combs dribbles towards the midcourt logo. Will reset the offense. Pass right side Tingley. Watson stands on the opposite side left wing. Here's Tingley to Combs. Combs drives down the left side of the lane. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Young. Her putback will not go, but a foul called.
Number 11, Gracie Adamson. That's her first. First on the team here in the second half.
Free throw from Young rims out. Second from Young makes it a 10-point game. 25-15. Minute and a half into this third quarter. Sarver across half court, guarded by Combs. Left side Ireland down low, stolen by Deming Hawkins. Hawkins across half court. Has Young on the opposite side of the lane. Instead picks up her dribble. Gives to Watson, now Tingley. Watson had it at the top of the key. Switches spots with Tingley now. Combs right wing. Tingley, jump stop. Here's Combs towards the corner. 3 on the way is no good. Rebound over the outstretched arms of Deming Hawkins. Pulled down by South. 25-15. Sarver has it. Dribbles at the volleyball line. Down the side of the lane. Able to keep her pivot foot on the ground. Kicked it out to Nichols, who missed a 3. But an offensive rebound by White is stolen away by Combs, who is fouled by South.
That's another quick foul. Number 2 now on Adamson.
.5:20 left first quarter. Watson right wing. Up top Tingley. Left side Combs. Hawkins cuts up to the elbow, catches the pass, now gives Tingley right side. 3 on the way, Trinity, no good. And it was not touched by South. It'll go out of bounds, Terre Haute ball.
Wasn't touched by anything. Just kind of sailed lonely out of bounds.
Few misses by the Tigers have ended that way.
That almost could have been a turnover. She missed it so much.
And nearly a turnover by South. I'm going to say off of Trinity's hand. By her reaction, she didn't touch that one. 4:52 left. Inbound from the far side. Does come in time for South. White with it. Picked up her dribble. Gave it to English Malone. Freshman dribbles in, now back out. Guarded by Watson. Passes right side. Bounce pass down low. Here's White. Kick out Nichols. Nichols, a bounce pass that nearly got away from her teammate. English Malone's going to wind up with a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Combs. Watson up ahead. Combs can't get it to her. South ran with her the whole time. So the Tigers will set up their offense. Young, wide open, off the glass. It's good.
I like that play.
Not the first time South has completely lost Kendra Young here tonight. As another turnover, this time a steal by Deming Hawkins. Hawkins down the lane, bounce past Combs, shot up, rolls out. Young a rebound, missed it. Trying to get it back, unable to. Rebounded and cleared by South. English Malone dribbles backwards. Now gives it to Sarver. Sarver down the lane and a foul call.
Be number 3 on Kendra.
You know, BJ, the first thing you said to me when I got here tonight was that JV game, there was a lot going on, a lot of noise being made in the crowd, and I can see what you're talking about.
The crowd was in. They were into it. Terre Haute has traveled well. They are well represented tonight. They're vocal. Right there, they thought that should have been a shooting foul. I don't know if I disagree with them.
Here is Nichols down low, missed her bunny, and then they're going to say Denman was out of bounds when she got the rebound.
Technically a turnover, just the first of the half.
Inbound pass coming from underneath the Brave basket. White has it, lost it. Here come the Tigers. Young, guarded by Nichols. Bounce pass to Combs, out to Hawkins. Here's Clark. Combs in the corner. 3:20 left. Hawkins flashes short corner. Skip pass to Watson. Young cuts through, as does Hawkins. Free throw line, kick out. Clark, a 3. Got it. Taylor Clark. 30-15. Tigers have doubled up the Braves and a timeout called. It's a 30-second timeout with 3:10 left here in the third quarter. A lot of settle down timeouts so far. I think about every timeout has probably been settle down, let's set something up, get back into what we want to do, I think, for both teams here this evening.
And that it has. And Terre Haute, they need to settle down and figure out what they're going to do. Now they're over halfway through this quarter. They've yet to score. They're still sitting at 15 that they had at the half after dropping 10 in the second quarter. The Tigers aren't a whole lot better. We've only scored 6.
Last time out, Terre Haute South scored 46 in a win, 46-39, a victory there. The other two common opponents, that South Vermilion game mentioned earlier, they won that one 50-13. They also lost to Robinson 46-27 earlier this season.
Oh, I think I'm missing 2 points somewhere. I have us with 28 in my book. I'll have to run down and check the book between quarters.
South has it left wing. Sarver threw it over there somewhere between two teammates. They pick it up and pass down low, and a shot is blocked. Out of bounds, it'll stay with South. Braves to inbound. Pass up top. English Malone found Sarver cutting through. Her shot no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Combs with it, right wing. Up top, Watson. Combs towards the corner. She'll take a short jumper that won't. South. Dribbles all the way down. Doesn't get a shot away. Instead, gave it to White. Up top, Sarver. Sarver. Left-handed dribble and then is tied up by Gracie Watson.
Jump ball. That'll keep it in possession of Terre Haute South.
Inbound pass for South. Ireland had it, passed right side. Tingley hit the deck. She's up and fine for the Tigers. Back the other way come the Tigers. Combs right wing. Up top, Clark. Left side, Tingley. Trinity looks. Combs cuts to the block on the opposite side. Here's Young in the lane. Wow.
I'm surprised she got the shot off. Had like a bear hug on her. Fouls on Presley White.
Free throw is short from Smith. Cassell back in for South. Peyton makes the second. 31-15. 1:45 to play third quarter. Combs and Clark play defense out at the midcourt stripe. South gets around that pressure, then a pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Terre Haute. Ireland takes the inbound pass, dribbles one time, puts a shot up, no good, rebounded by the Tigers. Young across half court. Up top, Tingley. Left side, here's Clark. Clark dribbles into the corner, kick out Tingley. Here's a pass intended for Combs. Intercepted, back the other way come the Braves. Kick out English Malone. Baseline drive, now she dishes it off. Killinger had it, her shot was blocked. Out of bounds, off of Killinger. Tingley across half court for Paris. Gave it to Smith. Here's Combs. Drives in. Kick out Tingley. Left side Clark. Smith down low. Now Clark gives it to her. Up top Tingley. Back to the far side and Clark. Lobs one to Tingley. Down low Young. Kick out Combs. Three. It's good. Excellent execution by the Tiger offense.
That was great ball movement that time.
So many times this year and throughout her career, we've seen Kendra Young know exactly what she's going to do with it before she catches it. Another example there, she picks up the assist, and Combs gives the Tigers a 19-point advantage.
I just that awareness that some players just have more of it than others. You can coach it, you can try to teach it, but some people just have another sense of where their teammates are. They know the offense, and Kendra's one of them. She's got a knack for that.
Three on the way, left wing is no good from Clark, but an offensive rebound by Combs. You got to think that's one thing that Coach Johnson at Lakeland is excited to be able to work with Kendra on and through their offense. Kendra headed to play for the Lakers next couple of seasons. 5 seconds left here in the third. Here's Young on the right wing. She'll have to get a shot away on the baseline. Defender falls down. Her jumper's no good. And we will head to the fourth and final quarter. Tigers lead 34-15 over Terre Haute South on the Para Sports Network.
The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com.
Tigers start with the ball in the fourth quarter. 34-15, they lead the Braves. Vivian Moore back into the contest for Paris. She has it now right wing up top to Tingley. Moore to Young. Looking down low to Hawkins. Instead, Young gave it to Tingley. Up top, Hawkins. To her right, hand off to Watson. Watson dribbles left. Uses a screen from Young. Young rolls. Watson dribbles around the perimeter. Give to Moore, now Tingley. Tingley gives it to Young. Watson right wing. Hawkins. Young post up down low, has position. Dimon can't get it to her, passes right side Watson. Moore, nice cut through the lane. Young had it. Her pass intended for Hawkins is going to be a foul on Terre Haute South. About the only thing I can see maybe called there was pass interference, as the defender had her back turned and not sure how much contact there was. I know I guess didn't have a great angle at it. Either way, the Tigers inbounded from under their own basket. Young misses her shot. Back the other way come the Braves. Sarver lays one up, no good. Rebounded by Deming Hawkins. Hawkins across half court. Gives to Moore. Tingley. Watson in the corner. She'll fire a three, no good. Young there for the rebound. Nobody picked up her for the box out, and she takes a couple of dribbles and finishes over defender. 36-15.
Who hit that shot?
Kendra Young there.
Kendra Young, all right.
Again, South not keeping an eye on the senior. She makes him pay for it. Braves back the other way. Cassell had it, passed down low. One dribble from Ireland, who just throws one up, but a foul called on the Tigers.
Gonna go on Dimming. That'll be her second. Be the second for the team.
First free throw is good from Ireland.
It's the first one they've shot here in the second half. That's their first point of the second half.
Second is no good. Rebound, fought for. Watson out of there with it. Gave it to Young. Up ahead to Combs. Great find. One dribble just to gather herself, but Caitlin can't finish it.
Gonna go out of bounds on Terre Haute and stay with the Tigers.
Still a 20-point lead. Tingley to inbound, looking, bounce pass to Young, who is knocked off her line to the block by Nichols. Tingley to the midcourt logo, dribbles left, has Combs. Combs, top of the key, gave it to Young. Long bounce pass intended, I believe, for Watson, maybe Tingley. But it's a turnover. Back the other way come the Braves. Ireland gave it to Sarver. Her turnaround won't go from down low. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tingley slows things down. Passes right side to Combs. Between the legs dribble. Gave it to Hawkins. Her pass is intercepted.
Terre Haute's gone to a man defense, and it's turned into a couple turnovers.
Ball fought for in the lane. Shot up no good. Then a block by Kendra Young. Hawkins has it. Tingley across half court for Paris. Passes left side to Watson. Watson to Tingley. Right wing. Combs to Young. Kendra Young uses a Hawkins screen. South switches. Pass to the right side. Here's Combs. 4.5 to play in this one. Combs into the lane. Jump stop. Elevates and hits it over Gracie Adamson. Caitlin Combs makes it 38-16.
30-second timeout called.
4:21 left to play in this one. South calls the 30-second timeout. There are a few other LIC teams in action, 2 being conference matchups tonight. Only playing Mount Carmel and Casey traveling to Marshall. Robinson also playing tonight. They are playing in Cumberland. Robinson 3-1 in the conference, only 2-1. Tigers already beaten Olney this season for the conference matchup, and Olney beat Robinson. That's the Maroons' only loss. Look to the schedule today, BJ, and there's only, I think after this, 3 home games for the girls, so we're already closed in on that time of the season.
We're getting there. We're getting down to the point, though, the boys are going to have like 5 or 6 or something right there at the end at home. So,
yeah, only 8 home games for the boys this year, and close out in a flurry of them to close out the year. 38-16. South with the ball. Nichols has it. Up top, Cassell. She works against Tingley. Back to Nichols. To the free throw line. Bounce pass, kick out, baseline drive, and then a foul called on the Tigers.
I think that's going to be 3 on Deming. Nope. Number 2 on Gracie. 3rd on the team.
Inbound pass finds Ireland. Throws another one up, no good. Nearly got her own miss. Peyton Smith grabs the rebound. Kick out 3 from Watson, no good. Smith fights for the rebound at this end. Can't get it, got a fingertip on it. But Avery Cassell will grab it for South. Here comes English Malone. Top of the key, English Malone against Clark's defense. Gets around her, floats one up, no good off the back iron. Rebounded by Tingley. Tingley, left side Combs. Jump stop off the glass, good looking shot, Caitlin Combs. Three minutes to play, 40-16 Tigers lead. Here is a steal by Tingley, up ahead. Clark wasn't looking for it. Ireland chases it down. Ireland across half court. Passes right side in the corner. A 3 on the way is well strong from Killinger. Rebounded by Watson. Watson carried it. Got away with it. She was ready to pass it to Trinity to bring it up before Tingley was ready for it. Into the offense are the Tigers. Clark has it deep in the corner. And a timeout is called by Coach Tingley. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him and send you through a few commercials here on the Para Sports Network.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
2:23 remaining in this one. Bella Moraski into the game for the Tigers. Taylor Clark had it, gave it to Vivian Moore. Bounce pass to Clark into the corner, Watson. Here's Moreski, short corner down low. Smith catches up off the glass for two, Peyton Smith. Excellent job by Peyton to keep the ball high. Never brought it down even below her forehead. Makes it 42-16.
Another turnover. How about Moreski comes in off the bench, gets a quick assist, and then forces a turnover on the other end.
Again, working baseline is Moreski, and a second assist as Peyton Smith puts another 2 points in. South has it up top. Pass to the right side. Moreski plays defense there. Now a drive in. Clark nearly poked it loose. Watson fights for it, and a jump ball called. 1:21 left on the clock. Stop here, and a bucket on the other end will run the clock the rest of the way. Inbound pass. Then up top. South will set up their offense. Moore jumps out on defense. Now to the right side where Moreski plays D and blocks a three-point attempt. However, into the hands of another Brave. Then Smith got a block. Terre Haute still with it. This is Cassell. Into the lane, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Smith gives it to Watson. Across half court. Gracie will slow things down there. Directing traffic, sends Moore back to the left, and a foul called on South.
A bit of a hand check there. It's going to go on number 10, Cassell, will be her third.
Inbound pass goes to Moreski. Down low, Smith. Couple of dribbles with the left hand, then spins around, puts one up off the glass with the right, and it's 46-16. Half a minute to play. South to the left wing. Watson plays tough defense. Braves still with it. Shot it from the baseline, no good. Smith had her hands on a rebound, unable to secure it. And a foul called on the Tigers. And it'll lead to 2 free throws. First free throw is no good. Well, if any of us were annoyed with the coach being obnoxious on the sideline, I think he just wanted to try to cheat one of his players out of a free throw opportunity. He wanted the 2 seconds to run off, which would then end the game instead of giving one of his girls another free throw chance. So if you didn't have an opinion before that, then now you might. Either way, Tigers win by 30, 46-16. and moved to 17-1 on the season. We'll be back with the postgame show, stats, and a coach's interview here on the Para Sports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there, providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Scott, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Homes would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers! For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Terre Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Welcome to the postgame show on the Paris Sports Network. We are here after a Paris Tiger victory, 46-16 over Terre Haute South. Be joined by Coach Dave Tingley here in just a second. He might be making his way straight up here. Sometimes he gets distracted by a couple of people, but pretty well
everybody
cleared out
wants a
enough.
piece of the coach
Right.
after a win.
He'll join us, makes his way up the stairs. Again, apologize for our camera freezing. I know it did there at the last second, but nothing more exciting happened. We are joined by Coach Dave Tingley now. Congrats on the win, Coach. First thing, something that caught my eye, there's a lot of scrappy teams you play.
Yeah.
This team, I felt like it was a little bit more than scrappy. It almost reminded me of that Mount Carmel game last year where it was almost like they were intentionally trying to upset some of the girls. So I don't know if you thought the same or not, but do you feel like some players love that fuels them. Some players will shy away from that. Do you have enough players that like it enough to where it's like it just gets under your skin enough to where you want to play better when that starts happening?
That's a great question. I think it depends on who we're playing that's doing it to us, maybe. I don't know. It was like one of those games, I mean, the crowd was really into it as far as like, every single call was objected, in some way, or, it was egregious in some way. And I think that just kind of, it was annoying to play in a game like that. I mean, there's calls missed in both ways in both games. And again, I mean, the refs missed some calls their way and missed some our way. So it was kind of a game where the scrappiness, I think, was something that was just it was kind of maybe annoying to us because I think that's really what they had to go with against us. The skill and the the fundamental stuff maybe wasn't there. They start some freshmen, so they're a little bit out of their element. They are pretty far into their season, but it's not the same playing seniors. I don't think this was a game that our girls had circled on the calendar. And we had a practice yesterday morning. This is a new situation for us. So we haven't been on the court, and it was a short practice. We really just did some drills, worked on a few things, did some shooting, and got out of there, so they could get to school. So we're going to have to, maybe do a better job when we have a morning practice the night before a game because that rhythm was a little bit broken. I think we were a little bit out of rhythm offensively, and they played a 1-3-1, and it didn't bother us because we got wide open shots. Just some of the early on they were falling, and then as the game went on, they stopped falling, and that kind of then made their scrappiness and the crowd and all this stuff that went along with it a little bit more annoying, I think, kind of all together. But defensively, we were, I held them to 1 point second half. Is that right? Nope. Defensively, that we usually show up defensively every night, and that's kind of what carries us. And then hopefully you hit some shots and make life a little bit easier on yourself.
One thing that I've noticed more tonight, and maybe it was just tonight, so answer this how you want to. Has there been more of a focus on rebounding? Because it does seem like sometimes, usually we're used to seeing 3 or 4 of your girls being ahead of everybody on the other team. It seemed like tonight that wasn't the case, or maybe it was whoever was bringing the ball up would have to pull around and slow things up to let everything come together. Has there been more of a focus on rebounding, or is there another reason behind that?
I mean, I don't know if that happened more in the second half. I know if it did, it was because we talked about it in the locker room. We normally, early on we were making those shots, and then we started missing them, and people were still looking at their teammates going, yeah, you're going to put that one in. And so they start kind of running back. And so we usually are, kind of back on the defensive end. On the offensive end, I don't know. I think that once you start missing shots and you start maybe second guessing, like maybe we need to run a good set here and not, hurry up and try to get to something. And there's a, it's like in any game. There's a balance to it. There's a balance to like, do you make the choice to keep pushing and like, play on the edge and see what happens, or do you say, hey, let's be a little bit more conservative? And there's that balance back and forth every game. That's why turnovers happen, because sometimes you're, a little bit looser with it, and sometimes you're a little bit more conservative. You miss something because you're trying to take care of it, and that's we talk about it all the time, playing on the edge. You got to play on the edge, and sometimes you're a little bit to one side or the other of it. And so tonight, maybe the second half, I think we talked about in the locker room, slowing it down and making sure we got some good stuff. So if you notice that tonight, that was probably what it was. Okay.
Next week, Sullivan, Effingham. Well, I think Effingham was down last year. Are they?
Yeah, I wouldn't call them down. They are. They're just. They just turn out basketball players and a basketball program. Jeff Schaefer's one of the best coaches, in the area. So he gets girls, and he puts them, in a mixing bowl together, and he end up with something, great. He's a great coach, and he always has his girls playing hard. I know they're a little shorter than what they have. They don't have a lot of height, similar in size to the team here. In fact, I think their tallest player that they start is their point guard. So, and she's 5'10", so their point guard's tall, and their post player's a little bit shorter, so a little bit different. We're going there. going to Effingham. So I look for a battle there. And he does not look at teams and go, oh, Paris is coming tonight. We might be in for. He's hey, Paris is coming tonight. This is awesome. Like we get a challenge tonight, and he's ready for us, and those girls will be too. So he coaches them up, and I would not call them ever down. I mean, they're maybe down from like what they were a few years ago when they were like ripping off 30 wins in a row or whatever it was. They may be a little down from that, but they are still a very solid team. They've beaten some good teams in the Apollo, and they've lost to some good teams in the Apollo. It's just, but that's what the Apollo is. It's just a meat grinder, back and forth. They play in those teams, home and away. So I look forward to a battle. It's a game we're gonna be prepared for. But we do have Sullivan on the road on Monday night, and it's one that they're a scrappy team like this. They play hard, they rebound. We won't overlook anybody, on our schedule here. And make sure we're as prepared as we can be with the time we have, and just keep trying to turn out wins.
Sounds good, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate the time.
Appreciate it.
Thanks as always. Coach Dave Tinley here on the postgame show, joining us for a few questions. 46-16 the final, and we can have BJ run us through some stats for that one.
I'll hit them here kind of quick. They may shut the lights off on us here. It's just about left us. For Terre Haute South, their stats from the first half was what you get here in the second half, short of 1 point by Brina Ireland. Leading scorer was Nichols with 8, Ireland with 6, and then it went down to English Malone with 2. They shot 50% from the free throw line, 13% from the floor. Not real good, and only 22% from the three-point line. For the Tigers, we were led in scoring with 9 by Kendra Young, and we had a pair with 7, Caitlin Combs and Peyton Smith, who got 6 of those 7 there in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter or so. Gracie Wilson had 6, Trinity Tingley had 6, Vivian Moore had 3, Taylor Clark had 5, and Deming Hawkins had 3 as well. The Tigers were 4 of 9 for 44% from the charity stripe. They were 12 of 25 for 48% from the floor, and 6 of 25 for 24% behind the arc. They committed 9 turnovers to Terre Haute South's 22, and that's really the big difference in the game. They forced a ton of turnovers, only gave up 1 point in the second half. You do that, you win a lot of games, no matter how good your offense is. And the Tigers improved to 17-1 on the season.
I was wrong. 18-1.
18-1, even better.
18-1. I knew I didn't update Coach Tingley's overall career record at Paris, and then I started thinking, you know what? I probably need to change that team record either. 18-1, playing in Sullivan on Monday, in Effingham next Thursday. Next Paris Sports Network broadcast will be tomorrow night from Casey. Yep. BJ and Lenny will have that call
down there.
So that will be next time you hear from us. Normal start time. We got started early tonight. Tomorrow it'll be back to normal time, 6 o'clock JV, 7 o'clock varsity. And that'll be the next time you can tune in to the Paris Sports Network. With that, we'll wrap things up here for BJ Pheasant. I'm Clay Best, signing off here on the Paris Sports Network. Have a good night.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions with Chip and Bethany Keys, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, State Farm Agent Terry Elliston, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial Agents Jim Blue and Mark Gladding, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram's Waste Disposal, The Skating Rink with CJ and Mary Jo Becker, North American Lighting, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Templeton Funeral Home, and White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning. And our affiliate sponsors, Steve and Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine Family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Winans Farms Mark and Holly Winans, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Step Farms and Excavation.